smartphone is the most personal device there is. If you're like me, you'd rather lose your wallet. And yet, 2 years ago, advertising plans on mobile didn't look very different from plans on TV or print. Advertisers had to pay a fixed price per impression or per click, taking no advantage whatsoever of the personal nature of the mobile device. This was not very effective, and it was not getting advertisers the results they were looking for. And that's why Mediasmart was born. We've developed a self-learning advertising platform that allows our advertisers to effectively reach their audience one by one and to continuously optimize the results of their campaigns. Let me show you, with a quick example, what BeSmart, our platform, can do. To reach you, you would be amazed. Come behind the scenes and see the incredible amount of work that BeSmart puts into this split second. The moment this app decides to show you an ad, it tells Mediasmart and other buyers that there's going to be an impression available for sale. We'll be informed that you're in the GlamLife app, that your device supports rich media formats, and that you're using Wi-Fi connection, along with your user ID, router's IP address, geographical coordinates, and other info. We will validate that data and process it to obtain even more. We'll infer, for example, that your phone is an Android with version 4.3, that you're in France, and that it's Tuesday at 5:45 p.m. We'll then check if your user ID is already in our system. Let's imagine it is. In that case, we may know that you have shown prior interest in beauty products, that your mobile operator is Orange, and that you're a female. We'll then look into our ad server for compatible campaigns. In this case, those targeted to iPhones, SFR users, or outside of France, for example, will be discarded. Let's say the campaign chosen is for an airline app whose goal is for users to search for flights. We will check the number of impressions, clicks, and flight searches the campaign has generated so far for each of the variables associated to this offer. In this case, we will check the campaign performance in the publisher GlamLife, in France, Orange female users with Android phones, and so on. You get the idea. With this data, we will calculate the probability of this potential impression turning into a flight search and set a price for our bid, which will be based on that probability and the price configured in our system for that campaign. We will then make our bid, and if we are the highest bidder, we will win and you will see our ad. Finally, and for future campaigns, we will include in your user profile the fact that you're interested in gossip news, and if you interact with the ad, in traveling. And this was just one ad impression offer. BeSmart can process more than 8,000 ad requests like this every single second. Now that you've seen the backend of Mediasmart, let's take a quick look at the front end. There is a very easy-to-use web interface where you configure the multiple settings of a campaign, including segmentation and pricing, and a reporting interface that allows you to analyze the results of each campaign in detail, drilling down by each of the variables in the system. This way, there is always a human eye that can look over what the algorithm is doing. This is where mobile advertising is going, and there's a big market opportunity. Global mobile advertising is expected to be worth around 28 billion euro by 2016. Even if we just wanted to focus on the low-hanging fruit, just mobile display, top 5 countries in Europe plus Latin America, we'd still be looking at 2.1 billion to go after. And Mediasmart is best positioned to grab that opportunity. Let me just give you 3 of the reasons why. We were first to market, and we've established partnerships with most of the players in the global scene. That gives us access to virtually all of the mobile-optimized inventory that is available via real-time bidding today. Our platform works. It's not something we've coded in a lab. It's been actually running campaigns for over 1.5 years now, and it continues to evolve to real market requirements. Proof that it works is not only our long list of advertisers, but the fact that more than 80% of the revenue we've generated this year comes from recurring advertisers. And unlike many players coming from the PC environment, we count on a team with a lot of experience in the mobile space who know all its differences, which are many. Our business plan is based on charging advertisers and agencies, and we can do so in two ways. We can either charge a fixed price, and we make money by getting the media at a lower price than we get paid, or we can work on a software as a service model, in which case the advertiser or the agency pays us a percentage of the media cost as a service fee. This is no longer just the future of mobile advertising, but it's already the present. And I'm sure I can convince you Mediasmart has what it takes to be a great investment opportunity. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Why don't you come on over here and
Not forget my phone.
don't forget your phone, and open up to questions.
Just to make sure I understand, so you're a mobile DSP, right?
Yes.
So enabling real-time bidding, okay. And how much is product, how much is services, or is that entirely product? I mean, are you an agency or are you a technology provider?
We've developed the technology from scratch, so it is our technology. But when we started, I was saying we founded the company in January 2012, 2 years ago. But it's in June 2012 when we launched our first campaigns. And we started in the Spanish market working more as a service. So advertisers would work with us as if we were an agency or an ad network, if you will, and we would use our platform to optimize the campaigns for them. It's late, about a year after that, we started offering a software as a service model in which agencies mostly can already use our technology to run the campaigns themselves if they want to.
I still need a clarification as well, because we know the DSP market for a while, right? Mm-hmm. And I haven't seen something that's not, already is what I know people are doing in this space. Mm-hmm. So what is unique? What is unique in what you do?
Yeah. If you compare us specifically with mobile DSPs, and we can talk about DSPs from the PC environment, I think what's different is, well, first our reach, because we've been in the market since mobile RTV started, which was about January, February 2012.
Mostly in Spain,
but,
right?
No, our agreements with ad exchanges are global, so we have access to global inventory. But I would say our algorithm is pretty unique, or at least that's what we're getting as feedback from the market in two ways. First, in that in order to make bidding decisions, it takes into account post-click events, so it does predictive targeting. And it also uses audience profiling for that optimization. And those audiences we create ourselves through behavioral, with our campaigns, behavioral information. And then what is important on top of the algorithm itself is the fact that it's been proven. We know that when we work with big data, it doesn't matter as much what do you do, but how you do it. We can have a very smart algorithm, but if it takes more than 100 milliseconds to make the right decision, then that decision is not worth it. So we've shown through real campaigns that we can manage big data to improve a campaign's results.
I think the question on differentiation is the key one there, because the ad tech value chain is so complicated, yes, and there are so many companies doing, everybody's sort of saying they do something similar. So if I was to look at a sort of comparison or benchmark of someone doing something similar on the desktop, it would be what kind of companies?
You would have, and it's a good way to finish the answer to the previous question, there are DSPs that have been working in the PC environment, and many of them do some of the things we're saying, predictive targeting and audience building. But when you look at the mobile space, there are certain differences, both at a technical level and at a commercial level. First, at a technical level, you don't have cookies in the application environment, and even if in the mobile web environment, they don't work as well. So technologically, all your attribution systems and the way you track users is different. And then at a commercial level, campaigns that work on PCs don't necessarily work on mobile. It's a different context.
Yeah, but my question is more, who would be your kind of benchmark on the desktop?
So any DSP that comes from the digital space, Turn, MediaMath, all these companies, do have similar technologies or that do the same, but on the PC environment. So,
and so I believe that most of them have, everyone has been reading the news for the last few years, and I think that tablets and mobile is where probably most of the people that you You talked about the PC players. I think most of them are there. They're not.
Yeah, and I agree, and all of them say they have mobile. There's no, you have to say you have mobile today. And if not, but what we see again when we talk to agencies in the marketplace is that they do handle pretty well mobile web, which works with cookies and the way they're used to. But then within applications, doing what we do, and again, it's feedback we get from the market, it's pretty unique. I'm not saying they cannot do it. I think our main barriers to entry in the end are a question of time and resources, right? And that's why we need to do what we do effectively, well, and scale quickly.
So you've been at it for 2 years now. So any idea of size? What kind of, what can you tell us about the business?
In terms of people, we're 11 people right now. And we've been generating revenue for about a year and a half. Let's say we're close to the $1 million mark for this year.
Okay.
Okay. Further questions?
Euro,
here?
sorry, I speak in dollars.
Million euro? All right. So 1.39 million, I think, is the last exchange rate I saw. Excellent. Any other questions before we wrap up?
I think we all sort of circle around this general idea of trying to find something that would be like an unfair advantage of some sort. I mean, is that if it's so the technology may be one, but are you, while understanding you have global reach, would you be focusing on certain areas of Europe or having special relationship with agencies that the other guys don't have, something like this?
Yes. So far, our team was based in Madrid, and that's where we were focused, although we've been reactive to campaigns and we've launched campaigns internationally, but we haven't been doing sales locally in other countries. But we've recently signed partnerships more using the software as a service model to expand in other areas.
Great. Excellent. Well, thank you very much for being with us. And again, congratulations on being a finalist.
Thanks to you.
And we'll look forward to seeing you out in the stands. Thanks.